Good morning, good morning. Wow. Good morning to you. If this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Sylvia Smith of Incline Training Consultants Limited, and I regularly hop on here in the car, just have a quick chat, share some reflections, and any other issues that have come up in the last week or so. So I'm again in the car. It is an absolutely blinding morning. For those of you who are not familiar with our British colloquialism, that means it's an absolutely fantastic morning weather-wise. And interestingly, my schedule means today that I actually don't have to travel across to southeast London, and I'm taking myself off to the library to do some work. I do find that periodically I need to change my environment. I generally work at home, but there are times that working at home is not always the best. Sometimes you really do need to make a clear distinction between productivity at home and productivity elsewhere. Well, for me, it does tend to work. I live in a very small house, and generally I work in my bedroom. I do have a desk downstairs in my living area, but in recent months, probably over the past year or so, I've not really felt inclined to sit at the desk unless I'm doing something like audio editing or something very specific that I need to print off. So yeah, changing up your environment definitely does wonders for productivity, in my view, in my experience. If that is the same for you, put a little comment in the comment box down below. Let's hear a bit about what your sort of productivity practices are. And I guess why I'm also chatting about productivity, I hadn't planned to, but I was reading this really interesting article about teams and team functioning, and then I watched a blog from an online mentor about productivity, and she was giving all kinds of tips about how to sort of organize yourself, particularly if you're a freelancer or a home worker, because it can be really difficult to sort of create the time and commit to the time and produce what you want to produce because you're at home, and that can be a struggle for some of us. I also read another article about work-life balance and the myth of work-life balance. So all of these issues I intend to chat about in future vlogs, because they did resonate with me, and I thought, okay, these are topics that I can talk about from a personal perspective, and so yeah, that's what I intend to do in the near future. I'm out of here. I've got some work to do. Have yourself a brilliant day. Peace. Hi. Just finished my day in the library, actually, in that I was able to complete a couple of reports, and also respond to some emails. I also managed to complete another shorter report for some colleagues who needed it really quickly, and I was able to sort of reschedule some stuff that needed to be rescheduled because of some changes in my schedule next week. been a fairly productive day, and I didn't really want to spend the entire evening working, so the sun is still shining. I'm going to go home and rustle up a little supper and yeah, just chill out for the rest of the evening and not feel guilty for having done so, and not feeling exhausted for having travelled around West London. Go on. Southeast London. What am I talking about? West London. Travelling around Southeast London, which always kind of sort of takes it out of me. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I prefer being out and about than being stuck in an office. If I'm honest. But I think, you know, a lot of the time, especially when you're hustling and bustling around in London, it's exhausting. On and off trains, masses of people. It is exhausting. So, I've had a pleasant day. Enjoyed it. Anyway, have yourself a wonderful evening. Take good care. Enjoy. As I say, I'm going to chill out and just reward myself for having completed all the work that I wanted to complete. So peace.